So hello guys, welcome to Pharma Hotspot. So this is our first practice session. On every weekends, we provide you practice sessions in which we cover previous year important GPAT questions. So in this practice session, we cover the important previous year antihistamine GPAT questions. Watch the video till end, and if you are new to Pharma Hotspot, join us by subscribing the channel. So let's begin the video. So the first question is, antihistamine drugs are antagonist for which receptors? So the options are H1 receptor antagonist, H2 receptor antagonist, H3 receptor antagonist, H4 receptor antagonist, or all of the above. So you have 10 seconds to think. So the correct answer is all of the above, because the histamines are present all over the body. Like you can see, the H1 receptor is located in smooth muscles and endothelial cell. H2 receptor is located in gastric parietal cell. H3 receptor is located in CNS, and H4 receptor is located in eosinophil T cell and mast cell. So the location is very important, and as you can see that receptors are present all over the body. So the antihistamines block their function and reduce the allergic effect. The second question is, which class of antibody is associated with an allergic reaction? So the options are IgE antibody, IgA antibody, IgM antibody, or the IgG antibody. As you can see in the diagram, there is the plasma cell. Y-shaped structure is antigen. So and it is attached to the mast cell, and when this plasma cell is attached to the antibody, it release the histamine that cause allergic reaction. So you have to name that antibody from these options. So you have 10 seconds to think. So the correct answer is IgE. Yeah, so allergies are caused by hypersensitivity reaction of the antibody class IgE, which are located on mast cell in the tissue and basophil in the blood. So the correct answer is A. The question number 3 is, which of the following enzyme is essential for conversion of histidine to histamine? So the options are histidine amylase, histidine hydrolase, histidine decarboxylase, histidine phosphorylase. So these are the four type of enzymes. So you have to find out which is the correct one. So you have the 10 seconds. So the correct answer is histidine decarboxylase. Let's find out some more information. The enzyme histidine decarboxylase produces histamine from the amino acid histidine. Histamine is the best known for its release from mast cell as a response to allergic reaction or tissue damage. So this point we discussed in our previous answer diagrammatically. So here is the fourth question. Which of the following histamine receptor increase the release of gastric acid? I repeat, which of the following histamine receptor increase the release of gastric acid? So the options are H1 receptor, H2 receptor, H3 receptor, and H4 receptor. So the hint of this question is, you can say that the receptor which is present in gastric parietal cell is the correct answer. So this is the hint, guys. The receptor which is present on gastric parietal cell is the correct one, as we discussed in the question 1. So you have to remember that. So you have the 10 seconds to think. So the correct answer is H2 receptor. I hope you all are answer this correctly. So let's find out the answer. Yeah, so this is H2 receptor. Yeah, so we have the fifth question, which is what causes the side effects of H1 receptor antihistamine. So guys, you have to um, find out the cause of side effect of H1 receptor antihistamines. So the option are lack of sensitivity of H1 receptor, lack of selectivity, anticholinergic activity due to CNS depression, or D, which is A, B and C, which is lack of sensitivity of H1 receptor, anticholinergic effect and CNS depressant. So you have to find out the correct answer. You have the 10 seconds to think. Yeah, so correct answer is D, which is lack of selectivity of H1 receptor, anticholinergic effect and CNS depression. So the most common side effect of first generation antihistamines can include drowsiness, dry mouth, nose and throat, headache, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, constipation, chest congestion and muscle weakness. So due to DNS depression, we have the dizziness, headache, drowsiness, and due to lack of selectivity of anticholinergic activity and lack of selectivity of H1 receptors, we have the loss of appetite, the constipation, or you can say other digestive problems. So the D is the correct answer. So the next question is, which of the following is the first antihistamine? So from the following, which is the first antihistamine? So the options are piperoxene, ethylenediamine, alkylamine, or tricyclics. So you have the 10 second to think. Okay, so the correct answer is piperoxene. Yeah, so let's find out some more information. Piperoxene is discovered in 1933 by Zeph Fournier and Daniel Bovent while developing a guinea pig animal model of anaphylaxis. They received the Nobel Prize in 1957. Classes of first generation H1 receptor antagonist antihistamines are ethylenediamines, ethanolamines, alkylamines, piperazines, and tricyclics. So the correct answer is piperoxene. Here is the seventh question, which is the what are the characteristics of second generation H1 receptor antagonists? So you have to find out the characteristics of second generation H1 receptor antagonist. So the options are selective for peripheral H1 receptors. Option number 2 is opposed to CNS H1 receptors. Option number 3 is selective for peripheral H1 receptor and opposed to CNS receptor, which is the both A and B. And the fourth one is selective to H1 receptor of CNS. So you have the 10 seconds to think. Okay, so the correct answer is option number C, which is selective for peripheral H1 receptor and opposed to CNS receptors. As you know that H2 blockers are the group of medicines that reduce the amount of acid produced by the cell and the lining of stomach. They are also called histamine H2 receptor antagonist, but commonly called H2 blockers. They include cimetidine, famotidine, nizatidine, and ranitidine. Here's the eighth question, which is which of the following drug are over-the-counter drug? So the options are loratadine, terfenadine, desloratadine, fexofenadine. You have the 10 seconds to think. Okay, so the correct answer is A, which is loratadine. So loratadine is the only drug of its class available over the counter. It has long lasting effects and does not cause drowsiness because it doesn't cross the BBB, which is the blood brain barrier. So you can say that if the drug doesn't cross the blood brain barrier, BBB, so the most of the CNS effect are getting reduced. So loratadine is the correct one. Our ninth question is which of the following drug is ethylene diamylene class? So the option is mepyramine, diphenhydramine, which is generally used in making of cough syrup. The most commonly available marketed syrup is Benadryl. Okay, so the third option is cyclazine, and the fourth option is chlorphramine. So you have the 10 seconds to think. So the correct answer is A, which is mepyramine. So mepyramine, or commonly we can say that pyrilamine, target the H1 receptor. It is a first generation antihistamine. However, it rapidly permeates the brain and so often cause drowsiness as a side effect. So here is the structure of mepyramine. Okay, so we have the last question of this session, which is which of the following drug is alkylamine class? So the options are same as the previous one, which are mepyramine, diphenhydramine, cyclazine, or the chlorpheniramine. So you have the 10 seconds to think. Okay, so the correct answer is chlorpheniramine. And here is the structure. So this is for today, guys, and if you want to solve these types of questions daily, so we have the daily quiz, pharma quiz, in our Instagram account. So must check out this and follow this page also with the name Pharma Hotspot. So you will get the pharma quiz daily, and you can solve that, and comment down below your answer. And if you have any query, comment down below in this video, or you can contact us on our Instagram page. We will happy to help you. So again, guys, if you are new here, join us by subscribing the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and see you guys in the next video.